Hi there, and welcome to the Friends and Finances podcast. I am put on by First South Financial Credit Union. I am Delynn Byers, and I'm happy to be joined today by...
I'm Haley St. Ange.
So we are here to talk to you today about a very underutilized product, I think, that maybe a lot of folks don't know about. That would be our club accounts. First South Financial offers two very, very great accounts. We have a Christmas Club account, and then we also have a Vacation Club account. Mm-hmm. So, Haley, do you kind of maybe want to explain how those function a little bit?
Sure.
For folks?
Yeah, so the Christmas Club and the Vacation Club, they're kind of like secondary savings accounts. They are interest-bearing, and they can help you prepare for some of those expenses, like if you're going on your dream vacation or if you're planning for the holiday. They can also help you, like even if you're not trying to buy presents or something like that for the holiday, if you're planning a big dinner with your family, you could use it for that reason as well. Or if you have somebody in your family who has a summer birthday,
Absolutely.
You could use it for that as well, rather than coming out of pocket for that expense or it being, super overwhelming during that time. It would be super helpful to prepare.
Exactly. No, that's a good point, because I have a June birthday, so that's actually what I use my Vacation Club for. Actually, it's happy birthday to Delynn time.
I'm an August baby, so for sure.
There we go. So yes, two summer babies in the house. So like I said, they are, like Haley said, they're really great accounts, and the way they function is they are really well set up for kind of a set it and forget it kind of idea. So basically what you would do is you would open your account, and then what's going to happen is the dividends are paid at maturity. So every May 31st for Vacation Club, the dividends are paid. And right now we are offering a wonderful, wonderful APY on our both of our accounts. Thank you. 0.75, which is way, way, way above market. And this is as of in early February. So sign up for your accounts now. So what happens, like I said, with Vacation Club on May 31st, dividends are paid on the total balance that's in your account, and then it's transferred into your First South Financial savings or checking account. So you can then access it via your debit card, go take money out, however you'd like to do it. And the Christmas Club, works exactly the same way, except that dividends are paid on October 31st, and then also transferred into your savings or your checking account that you have with us. What I meant by the accounts being a great kind of set it and forget it kind of idea is that these accounts really function well if you can make regular deposits into these accounts. That's the best way to save with these. So, for example, you could set up a payroll deduction. So every pay period, a little bit of money goes in there. You could set up an internal transfer via online or mobile banking. So you could have funds, the way mine are set up is every week I have a certain amount of money going in to both my Vacation and my Christmas Club accounts. And another neat feature of our digital banking, which is both mobile and online, is that through the dashboard, you actually have the capability to hide accounts. So if you don't want to see your Christmas or your vacation and be tempted to take those funds out before they mature, you can actually hide them. And so then you get this really, really nice surprise when all of a sudden there's more money in your savings or your checking account. I was like, oh, that was the rollover from my Vacation Club, or that was the rollover from my Christmas Club. So
a coworker also had a great point or tip that she shared with me earlier. She actually, every time she gets paid, she puts the odd dollars in her account into her club account as well. So if she has $1,077, she'll put the $7 into her club account. And
that's a really good idea.
Helps you save the change if you don't have a piggy bank.
Exactly. It's like I said, and they're very easy to open. There's several ways that you can open them. So you can call us at 901-380-7400. And the wonderful folks in our member service department can open those accounts for you. You can also stop by any of our banking centers. And you can also open them via our online or mobile banking. You just simply log in, and there's right at the top of the menu bar, you would select open an account, and then you'll see club accounts, and you can get them set up that way. So they're very easy to open. They're wonderful, wonderful savings tools. And as a matter of fact, and some people think like, oh, well, they're just like Haley said, they're secondary, so maybe they're not important. Maybe they're not, but really they are. They are wonderful ways to save.
I think it's so important to separate your savings from your spending money too, because if you keep it all lumped together, you may be more tempted to spend it all. So if you have it, like you said, if you have it hidden away, it'd be a nice surprise whenever you're ready to go on vacation. And that just helps you prevent going further into credit card debt, trying to put all of those expenses on a credit card, or using your everyday spending money on your vacation. So allocating, a different account for these expenses definitely helps in the long run, and preparing early definitely helps as well. So.
And that's a great point. It reminds me of an experience I had when I first started with the credit union many, many, many years ago. One of my original responsibilities was to go out when companies would have like benefit enrollments or, on what they would call on-site visits, where we would go out, explain the benefits of being a part of a credit union, and then explain all the different accounts that we offered. And I always brought up the Christmas Club and the Vacation Club accounts as a great way to save. And I'm going to try and get through this without crying. But so I was out on an enrollment. It was November. And this lady came up to me after we had done the spiel and started signing up accounts. And she came to me and she was just almost in tears. And she said, my kids really didn't get much for Christmas this year because, things just, I had a car repair I had to take care of, and my emergency money I had to spend on that. And I just, things are just really tight, but I feel so bad that my kids are just not going to get the Christmas that they deserve. And she said that, but I'm really worried. But that Christmas Club account, that sounds really good. Mm-hmm. And I said, well, you can start really small, just a few dollars. Every pay period,
for sure. So
yeah, and it's like just a few dollars, just every pay period, and I'm like, so we and so I talked her through that, and I said, and if it gets too much, you can stop. But if things change and you can put a little more money in, you can put a little more money in. I said, and it'll be fine. I'm like, we're here for you at the credit union. Her HR person was there, who handled their payroll, and she's like, we've got you covered. So we opened an account for her. We opened her Christmas Club. I went back, did what I needed to do on my end, got the paperwork back to the payroll person. And, I kind of was like, well, good luck. I hope things work out really well for this person, and kind of really forgot about it. Then I was back. So the next year rolls around and I'm back for their open enrollment again. And I'm in their break room and I look over and I hear this, hey, you. Mm-hmm. And I look up and I'm like, okay. And this woman comes running across the break room and I'm like, oh, this, I'm not sure, but I'm like, hi. And she gives me a huge bear hug. Oh. And she says, I don't know if you remember me or not. And I said, I'm sorry, I don't remember your name, but yeah, you look very familiar. And she said, you were the one that helped me with my Christmas Club last year. And she said, and I did it. She said, and then I got a raise. And she said, so I put a little bit more money in. And she said, and I got some overtime and I put that overtime money in. And she said, and I didn't touch it and I didn't mess with it. And she said, this year when it rolled over, she was like, not only are my kids going to get the presents that they want, but I have a little one that needs like brand new shoes and needs a new coat, a new winter coat. And she said, not only is my little one going to get, the littlest one's going to get that, she said, but I can buy new coats now for all my kids.
That is so powerful.
And I was
amazing.
just like, it meant a lot to me that she remembered to come back, but mm-hmm. I think it illustrates as one of those things where it's a very simple thing to do. Mm-hmm. And you may not realize the impact that it could have, on your financial life just by doing something very simple as just a very small little payroll deduction. And, she started small and she kept going. And I believe she's still actually a member to this day and still has her Christmas Club account. So,
yeah, that's a very impactful story. I mean, they say that over half of us are still paying on the previous year's Christmas presents and holiday expenses in the next year. So rather than rolling that over towards the next year, you can save all year for it, and then you're more prepared. And also with vacation, I mean, those are so expensive.
Exactly, exactly. So anyway, but yeah, so they're two wonderful, wonderful accounts. Again, if you want more information, you can visit our website, firstsouth.com. You can also give us a call, 901-380-7400. Check us out on all of our social media sites. Mm-hmm. And anyway, so we appreciate you guys tuning in. Haley, I really appreciate you being here today.
Yeah, it's been fun. I'd love to hear that story. It was great.
Oh, well, thank you.
Thanks, Jillian.
Sure, like I said.
And thanks, everyone, for tuning in today.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank y'all.
Thank you.